Hello, Isabel dear. What are you doing right now?
I'm at work right now, Mrs. Gunther. Is anything the matter?
What? You have work today too? Why's that?
Oh, what do you mean, why? I work most weekdays, and it's not something I have control over. I've told you this numerous times before.
Oh, is that so? Didn't you tell me you work 4 days a week?
That's right, I've told you that I work most weekdays, Mrs. Gunther. More specifically, I work on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Did something happen?
Oh my, this is a pickle. I suppose that means you're not home at the moment?
No, I'm not at home right now. What's the matter?
I'm having a crisis, you see.
What? Could you please tell me what exactly happened? I understand you're having a crisis, but I need some details. Without them, I can't make a sound decision about what to do, you see. What happened?
I'm waiting in front of your house right now as we speak, and the door won't open. Don't tell me you locked the door.
What? But of course it's locked. No one's inside the house right now. Who wouldn't lock the door to their empty house? Always.
Is that so? Oh, this is bad.
What's bad, Mrs. Gunther?
Come now, can't you see I can't get inside the house?
Mrs. Gunther, for the last time, why did you come over so suddenly? I can't leave the door open for you unless you contacted me beforehand. Plus, I'm still at work right now, and the children won't be coming home for a while. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
When are you coming home?
I'm getting off work at 4 o'clock today, then I'll go grocery shopping before heading back, so it'll probably be around 5 o'clock when I get home. I also have to pick up the children from kindergarten.
Oh, gosh, seriously, what am I supposed to do then?
What do you mean, Mrs. Gunther? We simply can't let you inside today. How about going back home for now? No one will be coming home for a while.
Why would you say something like that?
Because it's the truth, isn't it? It's just too much to ask for is all.
You're making everything worse.
But like I suggested, why not just go home? The only other option is to kill time until 5 o'clock.
I think I should have my own key to the place too. It's only a bother that I can't get inside the house. Oh, I'm sitting down at a nearby park. But honestly, why does December have to be so cold? I just know I'm going to catch a cold.
Well, in that case, how about you spend some time in a cafe or something?
Oh, I can't do that.
Why not?
I don't have my wallet with me.
Why don't you have your wallet? I'm telling you, everything will be better if you go back home.
I don't want to.
Mrs. Gunther, be honest with me here. Did you run away from home again?
Yes, I did. And I'm not going back to that house of lunatics. From now on, I'll be living with you and my son's family. I also sent a message to Trent, but I think he's working. He's not responding. So I sent you a message just in case. So could you call it a day here and come get me?
Excuse me? I can't do that. It's a part-time job. I get paid by the hour, so I don't want to leave early. And what exactly do you mean when you say you're going to live with us?
I don't want to live with that bastard anymore. It was a big mistake to marry someone like that. I hope we'll have a great life together.
I appreciate the sentiment, but our house is small. We can't possibly provide any space for you, Mrs. Gunther.
It'll be all right. I'm fine with the storage room you have. That's all I'll need. I have everything with me, and it isn't much at all. And that's why I can't go very far. So it would be a huge help if you'd come get me right now.
What? You even brought your things with you?
Yes, I did. It's different this time, I say.
You've said the same thing every time you ran away from home.
I'm completely serious this time. That's why I brought everything with me.
That still won't help you very much. The storage room you mentioned is now the children's room for Anna and Clint. I can't make more room. We really can't give you a place to stay. I'm sorry, but please ask someone else to let you stay.
You know I don't have anyone else. My other son's house is in another state altogether. And how do you propose a poor old woman without her wallet can make her way over there? I've nowhere else to go.
But we really can't do much.
Trent is my son, you know.
I mean, of course.
He's being dragged under your thumb, but he's in fact a very kind boy, you know. There's no way he's going to turn me away from his own house.
Perhaps he won't, but like I said, I'm still working. I can't help you right now. Nor can we give you a place to stay. We don't even have a couch for you to sleep on. We truly cannot help you, Mrs. Gunther.
My. You really are a stone-cold person, Isabel.
Perish the thought. I'm only being realistic, you see. Additionally, when you've run away from home in the past, you always wound up going home before dark, haven't you? Perhaps this is no different. You merely had a quarrel with Mr. Gunther, right?
It is different this time, I say. I'm not living another heartbeat with the likes of him. That piece of trash just ignores me, you see. He doesn't listen to what I tell him. I don't want to care for him anymore. You understand, right?
Sure, there may be times like that, but you are married to him. You've lived so well and so long with him up until now. I've no doubt you'll get through this.
And what do you know about what I'm going through? Trent's now a kind gentleman, thanks to me and my parenting. So you two never have quarrels now, do you?
We do, actually.
Do you really? I can only say you're always in the wrong then. Completely. No question about it.
Perhaps you think so. I, however, beg to differ.
In any case, could you come get me now, this minute? I can't wait like this any longer. It's cold and I'm going to catch a cold. Leaving a poor old woman like me outside in the chilling air. You must have something wrong with you, If only Trent would respond. I wouldn't be suffering now.
Trent's also at work, Mrs. Gunther, and so am I.
But your job's only part-time, right? Hurry up and get back here already. Your job won't mind covering for you for a few minutes now, will they?
No, I suppose they won't. All right, Mrs. Gunther, you win.
Hurry up now.
I'll ask my boss if I can leave early today.
Oh, I can't wait anymore. Can you shake a leg, please? I'm cold. Why are you so cruel to me?
Okay, I get it now. I understand. I'm leaving now. I'll be there in about 20 minutes.
Good evening, Isabel. I'm sorry about today.
No worries.
Who would have thought my husband would come to get me that quickly? I was surprised. But I suppose that helped you out too, right, Isabel? It sure helped me. It was really cold outside today. I was sure I would have frozen solid if he hadn't come so quickly.
Is that so?
I see you called me a few times, but I was in the car and I didn't notice. Is something the matter?
You've really done it this time, Mrs. Gunther.
What?
Do you realize how long I was searching for you in that park near my house under the cold, bleak sky?
You did? But why?
You pressured me with those messages of yours and you made me leave work early. I was worried sick that something had happened to you.
Is that so? I didn't think you'd go through so much for my sake. You're much nicer than I ever thought, Isabel. I blame my judgment. Trent's such a kind boy, but you're not that bad yourself, dear. My honest mistake.
And that was the last time.
What? What do you mean?
Don't message me about such BS ever again.
I'm so confused, dear.
It's a huge bother to me.
What is?
Don't What is me, Mrs. Gunther? I left my job early, just so that I could play along with your stupid game of Runaway, you know.
This was never a game, dear. I was serious.
It was a game, Mrs. Gunther. That's all it ever was. You just wanted to get Mr. Gunther's attention. Is that it?
That's not true at all.
What you're doing is too childish for your age. Talking to him while he was watching TV, making a mountain out of a molehill, when he never responded. He nearly didn't notice you. And yet you accuse him of neglecting you and then you run away. It's no different from what a child would do.
And how did you know about that? That's rude in any case, dear. How about you learn a bit from Trent's kind nature,
And about Trent, he called Mr. Gunther and told him everything.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Everyone agreed that in the event that you run away from home again, no one will come to your aid ever.
What?
If you run away again and then contact us about coming to take you home, we will only ignore you. And by the way, even Mr. Gunther won't come for you. I suggest you don't run away from home again, Mrs. Gunther. It's about time you grew up. In the end, Kayleen has been strictly told by her husband and by her son to never do that again. It was time she'd learn to tolerate other people's simple mistakes and not make things so dramatic. Kayleen got upset at this and went on to run away again, but just like the warnings, no matter who she contacted, be it Isabel, Trent, or her husband, no one came to her rescue. And she wound up finding her own way home after a few hours. Hopefully she understands now and becomes a bit more like a responsible adult.
Hey, Marie! What time do you think you'll make it home today?
Oh, I should be home at regular time.
Me too. This conversation is like we're newly wedded and in love or something.
What are you talking about? But you're totally right. It's a really heartwarming conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm so glad I can live with you.
Thank you for proposing to me, William. I'm so excited to be your wife.
I'm excited for you to be my wife too. I want steak today.
Okay, I'll do my best for you. I need the ingredients for it, though. You know how there's that store on your way home? I want to send you a grocery list. Can you go ahead and buy it for me?
Huh? Me?
What? I think it'll be faster that way.
Seriously? You're the kind of girl that says stuff like that?
What are you talking about?
I don't mind going out to buy it, but make sure you reimburse me for all of it.
What?
We're definitely splitting the bill. Do you understand?
What? What are you talking about? You're talking about the stuff that you buy from the store, right? You want to split the bill in half?
Yeah, exactly. You aren't trying to get me to buy it all, are you?
No, I'm not. But I'm always paying for our groceries when I buy things.
Really? I didn't know at all.
You didn't know? Did you think that the grocery fairy just magically delivered food to our house for free?
I didn't say that I thought that, but you're making what you wanted to make. So you should pay for everything. It's only fair. Actually, I had to open my stupid mouth and say that I wanted steak. I shouldn't have said anything. I'll pay you half.
What the hell? What are you planning on doing if we get married?
Of course, we're gonna go halvesies on everything. Wait, hang on. You weren't planning on leeching off of me, were you?
Leeching sounds a little mean, don't you think? I never had any intention of doing that, but you're saying we're going half on other things too, right?
Yeah. But as far as food expenses, I don't plan on paying for any of it. As long as I don't request anything special or something.
What the hell?
When you make things that you want to make, I don't need to go out and buy food. Then the food that you buy for yourself, you should pay for yourself, right?
So I'm supposed to pay for both of our food bills?
I request from time to time.
That's not the problem here. What are you going to spend extra on?
Huh? Ugh, you're being such a drag. Fine, I'll pay for the water bill.
Why are you choosing water out of everything?
Oh wait, no, that's not fair. You take longer showers than I do. You even take baths. That's not gonna be okay for me. I think that, you just cost more as far as day-to-day life. You should be happy that I'm even bothering to offer half. Just say thank you and be done with it.
I'm not thankful at all. You literally make more money than I do. What are you gonna do when I have to take off for kids? Or even worse, when I'm sick?
You're thinking that far ahead? I knew you were just planning on leeching off of me.
Huh? That's not what I'm saying right now, you idiot!
If you become a leech, I'm gonna dump you in a heartbeat. You better pay half. We're both working, so it only makes sense, right?
I can't do that. And I'm supposed to pay for all of the food? That's way too unfair.
If that's what you think, we're gonna get a divorce real fast.
We've only lived together for a week right now, so I think I've been able to handle it, but this isn't gonna work.
What do you mean it won't work?
I'm just gonna tell you. Since I'm paying for half of the cost of the living fees, you're gonna do as much around the house as I am, right?
Huh? That's not the same thing.
And what exactly about that is not the same thing? I'm paying for my cost of living. You should do chores around the house too. I'm the only one cooking, I clean and do the laundry. What exactly are you bringing to the house, William?
I'm not good at cooking, I can't do it.
Okay, so you're not good at it. You have to make that half too. You can't survive without making me do it for you. You're leeching off me for the household chores, right?
What? That's such a messed up way of putting it. You realize that you can't say leeching like that to people? It's totally wrong and inappropriate.
Right? Why don't you look back a little bit on your old text messages?
I mean, yeah, but you shouldn't be the kind of person that says that.
Yeah, I totally think so too. I think it's wrong to be that kind of person. Or it's okay for you to tell me that. I'm not allowed to say it to you, though? That's a pretty nice thing for you, isn't it?
I didn't mean it like that. Fine, this conversation is over.
What?
Right? Come on, let's just end it. Let's stop arguing. Arguments won't produce anything.
What are you talking about? I'm saying that what you just said might be the end of it. All because of what you just said?
What? The end of what?
I think that my logic and your logic just don't fit. This isn't gonna work. Have you heard what you're saying? Half everything for the house. I buy all the food for cooking because I'm the chef, and so I pay for all of the food. What the hell is that about? You don't do half the chores. In other words, you pay half the living fees so that you can have some living made for you, right? Are you some kind of stupid?
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry if you took it that way, though.
I think anyone who listens to that will think the same thing.
I'm just saying that if you did do that for me, I would really appreciate it.
Shut the hell up. You should start talking like that after you do half the chores around the house.
Sorry. Now, let's just talk about this later on, okay? I'll grab the steaks later and head home. Let's go halfsies.
So you're still gonna ask for halfsies there, huh? If I bought it and went home, you definitely wouldn't be paying me half, would you?
Huh? Why would I? It makes no sense for me to actually pay for it.
I don't really understand how you come to that conclusion. I can tell that we won't work out even if we get married. I also want to stop living with you, at least for now.
What? How can you be so selfish? I can't do that. I already told my parents. I even told my friends and my bosses.
Would you rather report that you called off the engagement or that you were getting a divorce? We both still have our individual rooms. I'm so glad. I'll make sure I take my time coming home. You should take all of your stuff and just go to your own house, I guess.
I don't believe it. This is seriously unbelievable. You're the kind of person that would betray me like that?
Betray you how?
I'm never gonna forgive you!
William, where are you right now? What is this about? You're the one that drew all over my door. It was you, right?
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you feel like apologizing to me yet?
No, you're the one that should be apologizing, dumbass. What is wrong with you? This is gonna get reported to the police, just so you know. You wrote all over it with some paint or something. Are you some kind of moron?
Stop saying I'm stupid and that I'm a moron! You betrayed me and dumped me! I'm gonna sue you. Just you watch!
You can sue me all you want. I'm not going to pay you a penny. I'm going to talk to the police about this. The neighbors also saw you, too. This is going to be easy.
Police? You don't even have any security cameras! There's no way you can prove anything!
Did I forget to mention? My apartment has security cameras in the hallway.
Huh? You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding. We can literally check the cameras immediately. What was your plan anyway, idiot?
I just figured you would rethink all of your mistakes.
What do you mean mistakes? About what?
The fact that you said I was a leeching parasite? That you just kept saying I did things and that I was so dumb? You didn't make any steak and you stayed out late!
Steak? That's why you threw a piece of meat on the door? Literally a flank of meat and red paint. It looks terrible at first glance, you understand? It's seriously the worst thing I've encountered. This is beyond vandalism. I'm going to report your actions to your company.
This has nothing to do with my company! I just need you to realize all the wrong you did. I'll clean it up!
The police are already here. They're going to take photographs for evidence. We're talking to the neighbors to get their testimonies, too.
What? Police? That was way too fast. I said I'm sorry. I was planning on cleaning it up on my own.
The paint is not going to come off easily. I'm going to call some people to clean it up and you're going to pay for it.
I'm getting a call from my company. Why the hell?
I told the police where you work. They're probably just checking if what I said was true. I have no idea, though. I'm so glad I didn't marry you. You can call other people some kind of parasite or leech, but then you freak out and demand an apology when they call you a parasite. How old are you? And then you go and vandalize someone's door. Steak? You're seriously surprising me with how stupid you are. Oh, and all your stuff? I'll be sure to pack the finest prime cut steak and send it to your office. Why don't you make your own damn steak? William showed up to the scene, but saw that the police were investigating and ran away. They were able to catch him immediately and he was brought in for questioning. It wasn't a criminal case, so all he got was a stern warning, but the paint wouldn't come off the apartment walls. Not only did Marie end up suing him for damages, the real estate managing the property also decided to sue William for damages. Rumors of his escapades also spread like a wildfire in his office. He was called up by HR and questioned, after which he was demoted. Within the office, they all started talking about him. He was considered the crazy dude or steak guy. He had a whole list of nicknames. He might be quitting in the near future.